Hello everybody, I hope this video finds you well. This is your 30 to 40 minute beginner yoga class. Today we're going to be working on an overall sort of flow. So we're not going to be focusing on something specific, more just kind of, I guess we're going to be sort of focusing on breathing in each posture, but no like set body part that we're just working specifically on, just a general sort of beginner flow. Okay, so if you want to put some music on, put a nice playlist on in the back. I'm going to keep it off. So I've previously played it in a recording and I think it's a bit too loud. So I'll put a song on at the end for our Shavasana, but if you want to put a little playlist on to get you in your nice Zen mode, you can do that now. We're going to start, as we usually do, down on the floor, and we're going to come into a nice cross-seated position today. So even if you find cross-seated uncomfortable, try and start here today because we're going to be doing a little bit of breath work here. So just taking a few breaths to settle into your cross-seated position, closing down the eyes, drawing the shoulders down, lengthening the back of the neck. Taking a deep breath in, spreading your fingers nice and wide, so lovely Spider-Man fingers, so lovely spread out fingers, and just take your hands onto your rib cage. So you want your thumbs pointing up towards the armpits, fingers spiraling forward, and you're kind of replicating the rib structure with your fingers. So as you take a deep breath in, expand the ribs into the hands, filling the lungs up, and then as you exhale through the mouth, start to draw the rib cage down, sort of assisting that drawing down motion with the hands. Deep breath in, opening the ribs out into the fingers, and then exhale. Good, feel them start to deflate down. Inhale, opening the chest, opening through the center of the heart chakra. Exhale. Good, one more time like this, deep breath in. Feel the ribs really pressing into the fingers, and then exhale. Feel the sternum like slowly lower as the ribs come into the center of your belly. So you're going to feel everything channeling in towards the belly button. So when we say firing up the core, we're not just thinking about our abs, we're thinking about all the muscles that run across the front of our chest, down into our lower abdomen area, everything sort of pulling in towards the belly button. Almost like you've got a piece of string coming through your center and you're pulling that piece of string back, so everything down and in. Good, we're going to place the hands down onto the knees. Start to just shoulder little circles in the shoulders, just opening up through the back of the shoulder blades, taking some nice little massage sort of circles there, and then circling them forward as well. Good, just finding a little bit of mobility in your shoulders. Good. Take a deep breath in, take a nice stretch out to the side. So feeling like someone's got hold of your right hand and hold of your left hand, really pulling the arms apart. As you exhale, place your left hand down, take a nice stretch over to the left side, reach your right arm up and start to look up into the right arm. Good, now engage through your core, so feel your core firing up. Take your left hand to your right wrist and pull a little bit deeper. Good. As you exhale, extend yourself back to that center alignment. Good. Right hand comes down, left hand sweeps over, finding that nice side stretch. Make sure that you're seated down securely on your mat, so you're not pivoting over towards your left hand there. Engage through the core, so bracing through your abs. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand, pull a little bit deeper. And then exhale back to center. Nice, everybody. Take a nice interlace with the fingers. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press those hands forward. Strong exhale through the nose. Reaching the arms up. And then start to shoulder the circle, reaching the arms back as far as you can behind you. Then interlace your fingers behind your back and send your chest up towards the ceiling. So again, we're opening through the ribs here, pushing the chest forward. Good. Bring your head and chest towards the floor and just send your shoulders down towards the mat, head to the floor. Keep those arms kind of coming over the head if you can. As you exhale, gently release the hands and then bring yourself forward to find your 4-point posture. So finding our nice hands and knees here. making sure in our 4-point posture that our shoulders are directly over our wrists and our hips are directly over our knees. So we're nice and safe with our alignment. We're not going to stay too long here today. Just want to take a few deep breaths in this posture. Again, really think about internalizing those abs. So pulling everything up into the belly button, scooping up from your lower abdominals right up to the top of the rib cage, closing in this area. Take a deep breath as you tuck your toes and just push your bottom back towards your heels. Take another deep breath here. Press into your hands, engage through your upper body, and see if you can hover your knees off the mat for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, push your bottom up, and then finding your first downward facing dog. So again, we're not worried about what it looks like in this class. We're just trying to find these postures. So thinking about making that triangle shape, pressing your feet down to the mat, lengthening the back of your hamstrings. So from your heel up towards your bottom, straightening out this part of our leg. Think about pulling up the front of the thighs, pushing the chest through the arms towards the front of the legs. Good. We take a deep breath here and we exhale, go a little bit deeper if you can. Remember, if you've got bent knees, if your back is like this, don't worry. Just breathe here. Take 3 deep breaths. This is our 3rd deep breath. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next deep breath in, transfer your weight onto your left leg and see if you can hover your right leg a few inches off the floor. And then you might need to help yourself by picking that leg up if you can. Bring that leg forward between your hands to find your lunge. Now that might be right up here. Again, we're not worried about where we are. We just go to our maximum lunge pose. Drop those hips down. Press into your hands and let the pelvis start to melt down towards the floor. Start to just move yourself forward and back here. Finding space in the hips. Breathing into the muscles. Good. Take one more deep breath and then drop that back knee down. Relax the back foot. Bring your both hands on the inside of your front foot and then just start to pivot your chest towards the left corner. So you're kind of opening through your chest, taking a little bit of a deeper stretch into that right hip. Take one more deep breath. Good. Tuck your back toes, walk your hands forward, and we're going to come into our standing lunge pose. So you can bend that back knee if you need, otherwise try to keep your back leg nice and straight. Bring your hands up onto your knees as you elevate your chest. Now we want your front knee directly over the front foot. If this is too much, take hold of something for a bit of balance, and you can always drop that back knee. Otherwise, we're firing up through that core. Belly button is pulling back towards the spine. We take a deep breath in and we bring our hands into our Namaste prayer pose in front of the chest. We take 2 deep breaths, breathing and executing this posture. With every breath, we go a bit deeper, a bit stronger. Nice, everybody. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to straighten through your front leg. If you can come to a fully straight position, come to a fully straight position. Otherwise, just taking it to a micro bend. And then from here, we reach the arms up and then exhale. We're going to open our chest towards the left side. Bend through your front leg and then pivot your left foot down to the mat to find your warrior 2 pose. So basic warrior 2, I think we've done this in a previous class, but just a reminder, our front knee is directly over our front foot, our back leg is straight. We're going to bring our hands back into that Namaste prayer pose and bend into that front knee. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, hold. Good, breathing again, deep breath in. Exhale, we try to find calm breath in this posture. Maybe we feel a bit uncomfortable. We try to quiet down the breath, and that helps us quiet down our mind. So taking that focus onto the breath if you start to wander into any discomfort. Good. Opening the arms, start to take your gaze towards your front hand, which should be your right hand. Looking forward over that right arm. Good. Take another deep breath. Exhale, hold. Drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Should be really feeling that front thigh now. Start to gently straighten through your front leg.
Keep a little bend, and then just pivot your back foot in a couple of inches. We're going to transition into our Trikonasana, our triangle posture. So we straighten through our front leg, we straighten through our back leg, turn your palms to face the front, hinge your chest forward, and then take your right hand onto your right leg. Now, if that's enough, stay here. If you can come a bit further down, we lower the body, we press into our feet, and we imagine we've got a piece of string attached to our top arm, pulling our body up, like you're in a toaster. So you don't want to go forward and you don't want to go back because you'll burn yourself. So looking up to that top arm, engaging through those side obliques, pull up through your side body. Take one more deep breath in your Trikonasana. As you exhale, press into your feet. Use your body, your core to bring your chest back up to center. Good. Bring your hands into your heart center. Pivot yourself around to face the front of your mat, which should be your right leg. Bend through your right leg and then transition yourself back down with control to find your lunge. Good. Press into your hands, drop your back knee, relax your back foot, and then take your front foot back, knees in line. Good. We're going to do a modified chaturanga now. So we're going to lift our feet off the floor. Elbows are pointing back. We take a deep breath in. We're going to arch our back, send our bottom up as we bring our chest down to the floor, chin and chest down. And then we push our tummy down to the mat. Bring yourself into a baby cobra. So just lifting that upper body off the floor slightly. Tummy is engaged, gazing just beyond the end of your mat. Tuck your toes, take a deep breath in and use your arms to push your body back up. Bring your bottom down towards your heels. Take another deep breath in your child's pose. Either stay here or exhale yourself up to find your downward facing dog and take 2 deep breaths there. Good. If you need to drop your knees and come down into a child's pose, do that. Otherwise, just holding that posture, just depending how much energy you have today. Some days you might feel a little bit more energized than other days. Sometimes you might just need that rest in between sides. So feel free to drop those knees at any point in the class, not just when I advise you, but any point if you need a break. Otherwise, you're in your downward facing dog. Now, if you have gone down to your child's pose, come up now to your downward facing dog. We're going to take the weight out of our left foot this time. So just hovering our left foot off the floor a couple of inches. You might need to take hold of your leg as you step your left leg forward to find your lunge. And remember, this is your lunge. So don't worry about how low down it is. It might be up here. That's absolutely fine. Just holding that position. Sinking down into the pelvis. Feel that pressure from the back. Nice straight back leg to start. And then dropping that back knee down, relax the back foot down to the mat. And then just bring your hands on the inside of your front foot as you start to just gently open your chest towards the right corner this time. So this just adds a little bit of an opening in your left hip crease. We did something similar to this in our hip opening class, but just getting a little bit of range of movement there. One more deep breath. And then bring your hands back to frame your front foot. You're going to tuck your back toes and we're going to push up into our lunge, into our crescent lunge. Take a deep breath in and then bring that torso up. Bring your hands up into your chest, into your heart center, namaste prayer pose. Make sure your front knee isn't coming in and isn't going out. We want it directly over our front foot. We breathe and we hold here. Feel that energy in your chest. You want to feel that circle of energy circling around into your arms. Really press and fuse the hands together. Remember, you can drop that back knee if you need to. Now we're going to gently start to straighten through that front leg best you can. You need a little bend, keep it bent. And then pivot your chest towards the right side, opening the arms. Bring your right foot down to the floor and then start to bend through your left foot as you transition into your warrior 2, second side. So your warrior 2 might be up here or right up here. Wherever you are, we're accepting of that position for this day and just working with your range. Ideally, we want to have our front knee directly over our front foot, our back leg nice and straight. We're having our hands in our prayer pose today, shoulders drawing down, and we take our 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Good, deep breath in. Exhale through the nose. Good, feeling that energy circulating through the body. Exhale, open the arms, take your gaze over your front hand, should be your left hand this time. Feel that nice reach apart. Imagine I've got hold of your back hand, hold of your front hand, really pulling your body long. Take one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, start to gently straighten through your front leg, pivot your back foot a little bit closer to your front foot. We're going to come into our Trikonasana triangle pose, second side. So pulling up those legs, pressing down through the feet. We take a deep breath as we hinge over our left arm towards the left side. And then we bring that left hand down onto the left leg, either on the shin, maybe a little bit further down, and we start to take our gaze up towards our right arm. So we're pulling that top shoulder, flattening out through our chest, and gazing up towards the top hand. We take a deep breath there, guys. Really support this posture with your legs. Pull up your legs. One more deep breath. As you exhale, feel that core engage. It's going to pull you up on your exhale. Lovely. And then pivot. You're going to pivot this time your right heel in. And you might need to come a little bit closer, actually. Yeah, pivot your feet a little bit closer for this. We're going to come into our goddess pose, which we've definitely done before. Bring your hands into your prayer pose, just a nice squat in second, or a nice grand plie in second. Coming down, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, pressing up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, pressing up. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Holding it here to take a shift from side to side. Lovely, guys. Take one more deep breath and then just lower your elbows on the inside of your thighs. Again, this might be a little bit out of range for you. If it is, just back off. Hold on to something and just do one at a time. That's absolutely fine. Breathing and breathing. Good. Now press into your feet. Bring your hands back to your heart center and then push yourself up. Lovely, guys. Pivot your feet in, and we're finding our Tadasana mountain posture. So we're pressing down into the feet. Feet are touching. Hands are in center. Draw the shoulders down, lengthen through the spine, and just feel that nice, peaceful position of the body. You want to feel everything in one straight line. So shoulders over hips, hips over feet. Take a deep breath here. And then start to lift your left leg off the floor. Draw your knee up in line with your hip. And then start to open your knee out to the side. Exhale, center. Now, if that's really hard, you can do it down here. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, center. Good. Take hold of your left hand onto your left shin. And then we're going to come into our tree posture. Now, you can do tree right up on the inside of your right upper thigh. You can also do it down here, but don't put your heel on your knee. No pressure on joints in yoga, okay? So I'm going to come up into my inner thigh. Pick where you want, and remember, you can always put your hand onto something for a bit more support. Feel your foot pushing into your inner thigh pushing into the foot, so you've got that dual action. Hands into your heart center, shoulders are down. We lengthen the body. So I want you to think about pulling up your side body like a nice, tall, straight tree. Deep breath. Got a lovely sunny day out there today. So beautiful weather. Think lovely trees in the park. Deep breath as you exhale, opening the arms. We're just going to take them to a low open position. Bring your thumbs to your first finger. Other fingers sprawled out wide, and energy pressing down into the floor. So use that position to open a little bit further in your chest. Nice. Good. Bring your hands back to center with control wherever you are. I want you to lift up that knee, and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down. Take a deep breath, and we're going to transition straight into our Utkatasana chair posture. So bend your bottom back behind you. Bring your hands into your heart center. Squeeze through your core. Draw your thighs to touch. Everything is drawing in. Hands are in. We do 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from here, we're just going to take a quick forward fold. So bring your head and chest down. Bend your knees if you fancy. Take a shift from side to side. Uttanasana, forward fold. Good. Release your hands, straighten out through your legs and just slowly roll your torso back up to your standing Tadasana pose. Hands back into your heart center. Take a deep breath. Exhale. We transfer our weight now into our left foot as we elevate our right foot up. We're going to open on our inhale. Exhale, center. Find that control. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, center. Lovely, guys. And then we're going to take hold of our leg. Assist yourself up into your tree posture, either bringing it right up into that inner thigh or down on the ankle. Remember, just avoid the knee. And then if you need to put your hand onto a wall or something, you can do that absolutely fine. Thinking about this left side, pulling up through your left side, lovely and tall through your center, aligning everything up through to the top of the head. Press the hands in tight towards the chest. Take a few deep breaths in your tree. Find that nice serenity in the pose. Take another deep breath. Maybe coming into that little extension, opening the arms out, thumbs to your first finger, spraying the other fingers out, energy through your body. Lovely, guys. One more breath. Bring your hands back to your namaste. Bring that knee forward. We lift and we hold for 5. Nothing else moves. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the foot down. Lovely. We're going to take a transition to the floor now. So take a deep breath in, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to come into a flat back all the way down, head and chest forward. Take the back of your legs and draw your body down. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, lengthen Uttanasana 2, finding a flat back here, lengthening from your tailbone to your head. Exhale, head and chest down. Good. Bend your knees generously. Bring yourself down into a little squat position and see if you can just transfer yourself onto your bottom. That's it. As graceful as possible. Good. Just coming onto your bottom. We're going to come into a variation of boat pose. So this is really good for your abdominals. So I want you to just focus the best you can on pulling, like we've talked about most of this class, pulling everything into your belly button. So from this seated position, we take a deep breath, lengthen our spine, and then start to sink your chest back into sort of like a C curve. So you're making a nice letter C from your knees up to your shoulders. Bring your hands down just in a gentle rounded position. Bring your toes to the floor. Now, if that is enough of an ab execution for you, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to lift our feet off the floor, and then from here, lengthen our spine. Stretch our arms out long, slight diagonal with our arms. You can play around and straighten the legs if you want to. Bring one down if it's too much, etc. Just holding it here. We're going to hold it for 5 deep breaths. So wherever you are, focus on your breath. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Inhale 4, exhale. Inhale 5, exhale. Reach your arms up if you can, and then bend your knees. Bring your body over those legs. Well done, guys. That is a hard posture. Boat pose is difficult, so well done. Some people also find it very uncomfortable for their butts. So something always good to have around in any yoga class is like a towel or like a jumper or something you can just put under. If you've got a bony back, sometimes there's some postures that might be a bit uncomfortable. Just to have that handy is always helpful. Yeah. From here, we're going to bring our hands down to the floor. Take yourself back, and we're going to come into a little reverse bridge today. So feet are hip distance apart. Yeah. So about that distance apart, hip distance a little bit further than hip distance. Fingers are facing your bottom. We draw the shoulders down as you send your chest up. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Just want you to lift your bottom off the floor. You might only lift it here, you might lift it here, or you might come up a little bit higher. We hold for 3, 2, 1. With control, just lower yourself down. You can come into a hover if you want to make it a tad harder, a little hover position. We're going to do it one more time. As you exhale, push yourself up for 3, for 2, for 1. Hover. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop your bottom. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Roll yourself down. Cross your ankles and give your knees a nice tight squeeze. Very good, guys. I'm on that creaky floorboard again. Oh, it's so creaky. I'm just going to move back a tiny bit. Hopefully off the creaky floorboard. Give yourself a nice rock left to right. Nice. Now we're going to take a little twist here. So bring your hands out to the floor, T position. Bring your knees to touch and then gently navigate your knees over to the left side of the mat. You might need to help them down. Drop the knees to where you can and then take your gaze to your right hand. So you want to feel that nice transverse stretch from your right knee all the way to your right hand. Feeling the abdominals getting slight little ring out here. Good. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, hold. Inhale, engage the core. See if you can draw those knees up to table using those abs. Good. Gently navigate over to your second side. Dropping the knees towards the right. Take your gaze towards your left hand. Taking that nice transverse stretch, like you're wringing out a dishcloth. That's your center. Yeah. One more deep breath. Like, what are you talking about? A dishcloth? Like this. Think about your spine doing that action. Last little breath. Bring those knees up. And now we're going to take a little rock and roll up and down the spine. So, for example, this might be where you need your jumper if you've got a bony back. Or just do what I do and go side to side. So you can take a little bit of a side motion. Yeah? Coming all the way up. And we're going to take a quick little seated twist. So extend your legs out long. Lift your right leg up and cross it over your left leg. So sitting nice and tall. Now you can stay here and just hold the front of your knee and then twist your body to the right side. I'm going to move this way so you can see a bit better. Or you can take your right hand down to the floor, fingers facing away from you, and take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and use that connection to twist a bit deeper. So you're using that little jointed area to push and twist, kind of like a hinge. Good. One more deep breath. And then exhale, take a rebound, just uncoil the body to the other direction. Bring yourself to the center, extend your right leg out long, and we will switch sides. Take your left leg over the top now, flex through your right foot, and then either just take that hug and then twist, or take the left hand to the mat, fingers facing away, and then take your right elbow across your left knee, and then taking it a bit further, twisting. Keep the spine lengthened, so you're pulling up through your chest here. One more deep breath as you twist. And then exhale, take that little rebound stretch, just unwind to the other side. Nice. Let's roll ourselves back down to the mat with control, always utilizing those abdominals wherever we can, rolling down. Send your feet up, and we're going to finish with our happy baby. So take today your 2 peace fingers around your big toes, and that might be enough to stay here. Otherwise, just coming out to your happy baby, just playing around with this position. So stretching one leg, stretch the other. Really relax those hips. So we were doing quite a lot of standing postures that engage a lot of the muscles. So this is what helps us release the tension in the muscles, the compression in the hips, the sort of flowing side to side with the legs. And then when you're finished your happy baby, bring your knees in, take a really tight squeeze, hold for 3 deep breaths. So 3, inhale 1, exhale, Inhale 2. Exhale, squeeze everything. Inhale 3. Exhale, and then lengthening everything out long to your Shavasana. Well done, guys. So just relaxing now for the next few minutes. This posture is just as important as the really difficult ones. So utilizing the breath and learning how to just relax can be quite challenging. I know for some of us who do this class that don't ever stop. So just take the next few minutes to really relax, breathe, just let your mind wander away.
guys. And then on your next inhale, just rolling yourself over to the right side of your mat. And just gently making your way to a seated position. So ideally coming back to that cross-seated position that we started the class in. Bringing those hands into your namaste prayer pose and just taking some awareness to how your body feels at the end of the class today. Feeling maybe nice and aligned, a little bit more refreshed. And just being thankful for the time that you've put away to do this class today. And we'll do our 3 breaths to close the class. So deep breath in, reaching up, expand through the chest, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good, as always, we inhale lots of positive energy. We exhale anything that doesn't serve us, any negativity, out through the mouth. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale. Good. And our little sort of mantra or quote for today is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it beneficial? So there's 3 questions that you can ask yourself when you have a thought, or if you're going to say something to someone. Just a little thing to maybe filter out anything before it comes out of your mouth, or anything before you let it infiltrate into the way you're thinking. Good. Bring your thumbs to your third eye and exhale, namaste. Well done, everybody. Very good job, my beginners. I know some of you aren't all beginners, but well done. Very, very good job. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a wonderful day if you're doing this at the start of your day. Wonderful evening if you're doing it at the end of your day. Wonderful day if you're doing it in the middle of the day. And thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Well done.